What happened to Carol Burnett at 92? Try not to cry when you see this. At 92 years old, Carol Burnett remains one of the most beloved icons in the history of American entertainment. But behind that warm smile and infectious laughter lies a heartbreaking truth that will leave you emotional. Fans who grew up watching her timeless comedy never imagined the pain she would endure in her later years. Carol's journey from laughter to loss will truly move your heart. Born in San Antonio, Texas, Carol grew up in poverty, raised by her grandmother in a small apartment. She always dreamed of making people laugh, even when life gave her every reason to cry. Her parents struggled with alcoholism, and Carol found comfort in humor, using laughter as a way to survive the pain of her childhood. That spark of hope led her to Hollywood, where she became a pioneer for women in television. With The Carol Burnett Show, she made history, breaking barriers and creating unforgettable comedy moments that still make people laugh today. Her career seemed perfect, but her personal life was filled with unimaginable heartbreak. In the midst of her success, Carol faced the devastating loss of her daughter, Carrie Hamilton, who tragically passed away from cancer at just 38 years old. Carrie was not just her daughter, but her best friend and creative partner. The pain of losing her nearly broke Carol completely. She often spoke about how Carrie's strength and humor during her illness inspired her to keep going. Even now, Carol says she feels her daughter's presence every day. As Carol grew older, she faced more challenges, including serious health issues and the loneliness that comes with age. Friends and fans noticed her gradual withdrawal from public life. Though she occasionally makes rare appearances, her energy has slowed. Still, her heart remains full of gratitude. Carol once said, "Laughter is a healer," and I still believe that. But even with that spirit, the years have not been kind. Many who see her now can't help but feel emotional, knowing how much she's given to the world and how much she has lost along the way. She continues to honor Carrie's memory through her work, supporting cancer research and young artists. Carol's legacy is one of resilience, love, and laughter. She taught the world that even in pain there is beauty and strength. As she turns 92, her eyes still sparkle with kindness and humor, but behind that sparkle lies a lifetime of tears and triumphs. Fans around the world are sending prayers and love to her, hoping she knows just how deeply she's appreciated. Because what Carol Burnett gave to the world cannot be measured in awards or fame. It's in the laughter she brought to millions, and the courage she showed in the face of unimaginable loss. Her story reminds us all to cherish every moment, to love deeply, and to keep laughing even through the tears. So if you've ever smiled because of Carol Burnett, this is the moment to say thank you. Thank you for the laughter, the lessons, and the light you gave us all. Try not to cry when you see how much one woman's laughter changed the world. As Carol Burnett moves through her 90s, her life today is a quiet reflection of love, loss, and legacy. She now spends most of her time in her Los Angeles home, surrounded by memories of her incredible career and the people she's loved and lost. Though her voice is softer and her steps slower, her humor and wit remain as sharp as ever. Close friends say she still tells stories that make everyone laugh, even when her body feels tired. But behind the laughter, there's an unmistakable sadness that lingers in her heart. Losing her daughter Carrie remains the deepest wound of her life. Carol often speaks about how she still talks to Carrie every day as if she were still here. She believes Carrie's spirit guides her and gives her the strength to keep going. In one interview, Carol said, "Grief never ends. It just changes shape. You never stop missing them." Those words struck a chord with millions of fans who have faced similar heartbreak. Despite everything she has been through, Carol continues to inspire with her strength. She's become a symbol of perseverance for people everywhere, proving that even the funniest among us can carry the heaviest burdens. But she doesn't let that pain define her. Instead, she channels it into compassion and kindness, supporting causes that help others in pain. She has also become an advocate for mental health awareness, encouraging people to seek help and never feel ashamed to talk about their struggles. Her words have comforted many who silently suffer. At public events, when she does appear, the audience rises to its feet, giving her long-standing ovations, not just for her career, but for the courage she's shown through her personal battles. Carol often smiles, humbly, wipes away tears, and says, "You're too kind." She doesn't realize that the kindness she gave to the world is simply coming back to her. As she looks back at her journey, she often says she feels grateful despite the heartbreak. She once shared, "If I could do it all again, I would still choose laughter, because laughter saved me." And perhaps that's the greatest message Carol Burnett leaves behind, that no matter how dark life gets, there is always light, if you can still find a reason to smile. Her story at 92 is not just one of tragedy, but of grace, resilience, and enduring love. So when you think of Carol Burnett, don't just remember the laughter, remember the strength behind it. Because her true legacy isn't just the joy she brought on screen. It's the way she taught us all to keep laughing through our pain. Today, Carol Burnett lives a quiet and peaceful life, away from the spotlight, cherishing her days surrounded by family and a few close friends. At 92, she has become a living legend, yet her heart carries the weight of many personal losses and memories that time can never erase. She often reflects on her early days when she struggled to make ends meet, dreaming of a career that once seemed impossible. She remembers her mother's doubts, her own fears, and the long nights spent wondering if she would ever make it. But she did, and her laughter became the medicine for millions. However, fame came with its own cost. Behind the joyful moments on television were silent tears and moments of loneliness. Carol's daughter, Carrie, was her light, her best friend, her biggest cheerleader. When Carrie passed away from cancer in 2002, it left a wound that never healed. Carol once said, "When you lose a child, you lose a part of yourself forever." Even now, she talks to her daughter's picture every morning, whispering that she misses her. Her marriage also faced its own share of ups and downs, yet she found peace in her third husband, Brian Miller, who has been her pillar of strength in recent years. Friends say he takes gentle care of her and ensures she is never alone. Carol spends her mornings reading letters from fans who grew up watching her show, and her evenings listening to old records that remind her of happier times. Sometimes she hums the songs she used to sing on her show with a tear in her eye, and a smile that says she's at peace with her past. Though her body is frail, her mind is still sharp, and her humor hasn't faded. She still cracks jokes and laughs in that same infectious way that made her a household name. Every now and then, she surprises fans with heartfelt appearances, sharing wisdom about life, love, and aging. "Don't stop laughing," she says, "because laughter is what keeps you alive." Her words are a reflection of a woman who has seen both the brightest lights and the darkest shadows. At 92, Carol Burnett's life is a reminder that even in heartbreak, there can be beauty, and that even in sorrow, there can still be laughter. Her story isn't just about tragedy, but about courage, endurance, and the power of the human spirit to rise above pain and keep shining no matter what. As Carol Burnett reflects on her 92 years, she often speaks about gratitude and grace. She knows that time has taken much from her, friends, colleagues, and the energy that once carried her across countless stages. But she also knows it has given her perspective. She says the laughter of others was always her greatest reward. Not the fame, not the awards, but the sound of people finding joy in dark times. Yet behind that strength is a woman who has endured heartbreak that would have broken many. Losing her beloved daughter Carrie changed her forever. Carrie's battle with cancer was one of courage and pain, and Carol was by her side until the end, holding her hand, whispering prayers, and singing lullabies they once shared when Carrie was a little girl. After her passing, Carol said she learned that grief doesn't go away. It simply becomes part of who you are. Still, she kept moving forward, because Carrie would have wanted her to. In her later years, Carol found peace in giving back, helping young performers, and donating to causes close to her heart. She believes laughter should heal, and continues to inspire others with her kindness, humility, and wisdom. At 92, she walks slower, smiles softer, and talks about life with the calm of someone who has truly lived. When fans ask how she keeps going, she smiles and says, "You just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and remember to laugh along the way." Though her body may have aged, her spirit remains ageless, strong, and beautiful, just like her laughter that still echoes through generations who grew up loving her. Even in her heartbreak, Carol Burnett continues to shine a gentle light, reminding us that life's beauty lies not in perfection, but in the courage to keep smiling through the pain. At 92, Carol Burnett has faced heartbreak, pain, and loss, yet she still smiles with grace and gratitude. Losing her daughter Carrie changed her forever, but she turned her grief into strength and continues to inspire millions with her laughter and kindness. Her story is a reminder that even through pain, there's always hope